welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm actually Dawn, and today's reading, since I'm late, is what is happening for you. Now, this is intended for July 2023, and I am just doing it by picking your charm, of course. I wanted to say a quick, huge thank you for all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, for all of my peeps that have been staying with me forever. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. I love seeing your guys' comments. Thank you. Okay, so let's just get straight into it because we have a lot to unload. So I'll show you the piles real quick, then I'll tell you what I did for each pile, and then we'll go into it. Pile 1 is the wrench. Can't really hold it in a way that will make it look good. Sorry about that. So pile 1 is the wrench. Pile 2 is spoiled. And I have been getting a lot from the charms today, so I'll be starting off with charms before getting into the cards. For pile 3, we have kiss. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and figure out which ones works for you. But for what I did inside of each thing, I did what is coming. I used Blessed Be Oracle cards to see what's coming for you in the month of July. I wanted to see who you'd be spending time with or working with, so I used Moonology to see the zodiac for that. Then I wanted to see what you kind of need to concentrate on, and I use self-oracle cards because I feel self-care is very important. And I also wanted to see soul truth as well to see, what you really need to concentrate on when it comes to, inside. And then we have what you're working on. So I wanted to see what you'd be working on, like job-wise, or what you're just concentrating on, like when it comes to things that are more material. I used divine purpose for that, and then what to embody, work on. I used animal spirit. I only got one card, thank goodness. But I wanted to see what you would need to embody for that month, for what was important. I also did finally make my brutally honest advice cards. So there are 2 of them for each pile. So sorry for the cussing in it, and I'm sorry if it triggers anybody. That's just how some of them are. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really want to use them quite yet, but I had to do them in this because it was like a need. I don't know. Like sometimes when I do the thing to pull the cards for it, it's like that's what you have to use. Like there is no way out of it. Sometimes I have to let some cards go just because it's like, nope, those aren't the right cards for it. So, but either way, so that's what it was today. But I hope you like the cards. And so timestamps are in the description box below, as well as information if you want a personal reading and such. There's a few other things too, but I just want to get straight into the piles because there's a lot we got to get through. So, let's get, I'll see you at your pile. See you there. Let's get to it. 2, 3, 1. Oops. What the fuck is that? I hear something outside. It's making me all paranoid. I'm just smoking the joint didn't help either, but I like weed, what can I say? It makes me happy inside. It's weird. I just think I'm Okay, my pile 1. If you chose this super adorable wrench, this is your pile. You know what's funny? I was going to buy a wrench that looked just like this. It was a little bit thicker, I think think I still have it, but it's what was supposed to carry my dad's ashes in it, but yeah, that didn't really work out. But it's just so funny because it looks exactly like this. All right, but anyway, sorry for that little tidbit of information. We're going to start with what is coming. What's coming in for you. So, okay, so first of all, I just wanted to say I'm kind of sorry for some things that you've been going through. I feel like you've kind of got like, because I just went through it recently, and that's why I'm feeling, like, I feel you, okay? So I think you just recently got out of like this, I know. You're going to be getting a fire lit under your ass is the most important message that they want me to say, okay? There's like going to be some kind of like unfolding of something, like that word just came into mind, like, so you could like learn something, or there's something that's going to literally push you into action on something. Yeah, because you also have, like, in Moonology, it says a new start is coming. Plus, you have a blessing on a new venture. So, like, I just wanted to say, something new is coming into your life. And I feel like this thing that's new, see, new is right there, and new is a new start is coming in. So you have those two news. And then, because someone was complaining, I don't ever show my cards. And I'm like, I show them all the fucking time. And then there's the fire. Okay, so it's like somebody is literally lighting a fire under your ass, getting you to start seeing like the new like this new start that's coming, this new venture that's coming into you. I feel like it's a new venture that may be coming in. Now it could be like a love situation that's coming in, because it does say bring love into the situation. So you could need to bring some kind of love into a situation, but like I also feel like it's more along the lines of like you lost your oomph. You didn't really want to do much. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's something that's in your life. Now, it could be career-wise. It could be like, I don't know. I see like, I don't know, her Etsy shop. But like, there's also just like maybe a home business that you were trying to work on, or something there that you were trying to work towards some kind of goal, and you got really sluggish about it. Like there was a while that you were like really going for it, and then you just like slowed down, like you just didn't work towards it anymore. They're like, okay, well, you need to stop like chilling on it and you need to get your ass into gear, because like it's right there and we need you to get back into gear so you can get it. I feel like that's exactly what it is. But I do feel like you are getting a blessing of fire. That is one of the things that's coming in for you. But this blessing of a fire is like giving you your passion back, giving you exactly what you needed, the fire to go for it. I do see rose petals, which does kind of like remind me of like rose petals on like a floor, or whatever, like the romantic thing. I do feel like there is some kind of romance that's coming in, but there is the number 3 here. Now, you may be into that, I have realized, and I am sorry because I did sound a bit judgmental when it came to certain things. I don't mean to do that. I am Aquarius. It just sounds that way, okay? So anyways, but I feel like there was like, there could be, I'm hearing, I can't say that word. I've never been able to say that word. Okay, so it's we're going to call it a poly relationship, where it's 3 people in a relationship. I can't say it. It doesn't come off my tongue, okay? My tongue don't roll like that. A blessing on a new venture. So yes, there is, like I said before, a new venture that's coming in. I'm also seeing for some of you, it could be like, it's like something comes in. Okay, so Aquarius and Pisces came in here for like who you'd be working with, and I do feel like there is somebody that's going to come towards you that will be like, it's like they're going to offer you this new job, or they're going to offer you like this new, like a place I'm also hearing, but I feel like it's like something that could benefit you job-wise. Now, it could be for your career, like something that you're currently working on, like if you were starting your own business, it's like, it'll bring that up, like it'll like, you start something with them, and it's like you guys really, I don't know, like I feel like you'll learn a lot from this person, and it'll really take off. It gives you the fire that you need to go forward. I also feel like it could be like, because for some of you, there's something about this person. Okay, they could be the drama that's coming, because I do see drama coming in, something unfolding. I do feel like it is a venture that's coming towards you, or like a new opportunity in your job. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me, I cannot seem to stop burping right now. All right. Larry, I already told you who you'd be spending and working time with, and then what you need to concentrate on when it comes to self-care and your soul truth. Okay, so I'm kind of getting because like I feel like, remember I told you I feel like you kind of like lost your fire for a little bit. It's so interesting because like I had just found this card on the ground, and maybe it's for you. I'm gonna get it out because it's like literally still right there. I haven't put it all together yet. Okay, so this is what it's a ghost love card, by the way, so this could be a message from somebody that's passed on, and this is what they have to tell you. What the hell are you doing? It's like you gave up on yourself or life. You're supposed to be doing something important. Stop doubting yourself and don't let others keep you down. You don't see how amazing your life is about to be, but I do. So get off your ass and try. You got somewhere to be. So like, this is like, see what I meant by tough love? It's like, I feel like there is some kind of tough love. There is something, maybe it is somebody that's passed on that is going to like send you some kind of a message. So like if maybe in a dream, or like there's something like some motivational speech you'll see, and it's like this person, I don't know, somebody really does, it's like somebody puts a different perspective, gives you a different perspective, and that's exactly what you need to push you towards, to like get you into the mood to do what you need, gives you your oomph back. But yeah, so it's interesting that is actually the one that came out, and this is like, the pile that came up. But and I was gonna say, because it's like you kind of gave up on yourself, and like, I'll just put there in some kind of way, because it's like I don't feel like you're drinking a lot of water, because it does say here you need to work on hydration. You need to drink more water. I feel like you've been kind of slacking in that department. Like, you could be intaking a lot of caffeine or a lot of sugary drinks, and it's like, I feel like you're kind of you have crashes every now and then, instead of just going to bed like a normal person, you crash. And it's like, because you're crashing, by the way, you actually don't get to connect, and like, interestingly enough, it is weird, but you don't really connect with like what you're supposed to, like your inner self, like your higher self. And I feel like that's what you've got to connect with at the moment. You also have Nourish Your Temple, which also makes me think that you've kind of given up on your body a little bit. You haven't been taking care of yourself. You haven't been loving on yourself. I do feel like if you're like hungry, or if you've been having like I feel like you're hungry, or you've been having certain cravings, it's like you're ignoring them because don't tell me that. It could be because you want your body to look a certain way instead of the way it looks. I also see somebody getting a tattoo on their like upper thigh. And I feel like this is like a tattoo. Now, it could be a memory tattoo, like a remembrance tattoo. Maybe that's what that was about. I feel like that is actually what that could be. And then like this person's hips actually reminds me of like one of my friends, one of my old best friends actually. But she got this tattoo right there, and it was over some scars, and she said it was painful, but the tattoo, for the remembrance of what it was absolutely worth the pain. And it's like it was kind of meant to be that painful, because that's what it felt like. It wasn't that same kind of pain, like that emotional pain, but it was like similar in the way that it was a physical kind of pain. And like, I don't know, like when she explained that, it was like really touching to me. So like, I don't know, there could be some kind of touching moment you have. It could be with your tattoo artist. You actually talk with your tattoo artist about it, or the symbolism of something. But yes, focus more on your, like, if you're hungry, you got to eat something, even if it's something small or something, just go for it. I do feel like you might actually be one of those people that have no, I do the same thing, but I was just going to say, like, you might be one of those people that you get disgusted easily by certain foods. Then don't eat those foods. Don't even bother with it. Eat other things that your body's like craving. Like, like for example, I was craving cucumbers the other day, so I bought some cucumbers. Like, there's something in there that you're needing. In my case, it might actually be the hydration. You also have spend time with animals. Now, I see animals like, okay, so you could be spending time at a rescue center. You could actually have a lot of animals, but I feel like you're also like, I don't know, there's something very healing about it for both you and the animals. I also see you like feeding squirrels or something like that, like little animals that come by. There could be a butterfly that actually lands on you. You know, the symbolism of a butterfly landing on you is that they trust you enough to sit there for a moment. So you're a trustworthy person. There's also something about some kind of wisdom coming to you when you're in this, when you're like spending time with animals. I do feel like you need to spend a little more time with them in the sense too, because there's so much symbolism when it comes to animals and the way that they act and within the way that they like, you know, what they represent. And the reason why they represent certain things is because that's what like the kind of animal they are. Like for example, I'm like staring at the stag right here on this card. And the stag is for protection, you know, and it's like you start to see how you're protected. This dog right here is also in a stance of loyalty and like also protection, and that's also what you're getting from this. You have a cat that you're like loving on, and it's like very healing for the both of you. Your eyes are like both kind of, you know, closed, but this cat's also looking up at you like, thank you, I need you. And then where was it? There's this owl right here, which also reminds me of like finding some kind of wisdom in being and spending time with these animals. And then I see this squirrel, which is also somebody that's always a busybody, but you know, like always constantly going. But then you see the squirrel stopped for a moment, like enjoying the moment, where something literally stops them in their tracks. All right. I do feel like you need to read up on something. Maybe there's some kind of research that you need to do. It could be about this new venture that you have. It's like I like kind of see somebody looking into real estate, looking for a new place. I'm also seeing somebody like looking at the neighborhoods, because like, I don't know, for some of you, I feel you may have children, you just want to check out how the neighborhoods are, how the schools are. It's like you're doing research on that. I'm also seeing somebody who used to be a bookworm, you know, and it's like somebody actually picks up a book again. It's like they get lost in the story. And it's not like the story, like the stuff that you normally would read. It's like something else. I do feel like there is also something about because like I feel like reading really opens our minds up, you know. It helps us imagine a completely whole different world. You're literally sucked into another world when you're reading a book. But I also feel like the knowledge that it gives to you, because you know it is literally, you know, giving you some kind of knowledge. You know, books don't come out of nowhere. Some of it comes from things that you've learned, research, if you've done your job correctly, like those kinds of things. Like, and I feel like that there's something in the story or the book that you read that really helps you take another look at your life, and it's like it helps you examine your life in a way you hadn't before, and it's like helping you let go of certain things that you didn't think about letting go of before, or you didn't realize were actually toxic to you. Whew. Okay, so your soul truth is, what passion am I ready to pursue? Your passions will continuously lead you to your purpose. What passions have given you What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Today's soul action: write a list of passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. So I do feel like there are some kind of passions like that you kind of like put off to the side, or you just haven't really paid as much attention to as you once did, because it's like you've had other passions. You're supposed to come across, and you're supposed to have many passions, you know, like these passions always bring you to your like divine purpose, to your higher good. Just because you don't feel the same way about it as you once did doesn't mean anything. I mean, if you really want to, try it out. If you know, if you still care about it, if you still love doing it, then keep the stuff around. But if it's not something you don't really, have a joy for anymore, you don't feel joy doing it anymore, then maybe it's something you should let go of. Maybe see if somebody else is interested in it and give it to them, or whatever you need to do. And I feel like that it could be like literally a creative hobby. It could be like exercise. Like there is something that you had once felt such joy for that you don't really feel joy for anymore, that you're afraid to let go of. It's just like, check out to see if you even want to do it anymore. If you do, then there, of course, like that passion will come back again. It's just not there now, and it's fine, So I feel like there is that. I also feel like you have a lot of passions, and sometimes it's hard for you to decide on which one to concentrate on. Honest to goodness, if you have a lot of passions, just go with what feels right at that moment. What you want to do. Because I feel like that's when you become the most passionate about it. How does my body want me to move today? When we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Today's soul action. How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. So this was actually kind of like, when I was reading this card, it made me also think about how I started working again, right? And it's a different kind of physicality on your body, when you haven't been working that kind of physical work in a long time. So I feel like it's asking you do you still want to continue to do that, or do you want to do something different? Is your body asking you to do something different? But I was also thinking the other day, working out would be really nice and stuff like that, but I've noticed that keeping a regular workout schedule doesn't always work for me. So, and not a normal one anyways. So, I've been trying to figure that out. And I feel like that's something they're asking you to do, is to take a look at how your body wants to move. Okay. So if you want to exercise or something like that, and it's you're trying to decide, how to go about it, start out simple, look up lazy exercises. There are all kinds of them, and you can sit there and do that if you really want to. Or if you want to be a person that is on a regular one, like most people should be, but I don't know, I'm never sick, so I don't have any room to talk. So, but I feel like if that's what you want, there are apps for that, I feel like it really depends on what you want. Now, I'm also seeing somebody that, it's you want to dance, do it, if you want to dance, go for it. I don't know, I just see somebody wanting to dance and they kind of freeze. They don't want to do it for where they're at or something. Okay, now this is what you're going to be working on. Now, I feel like you're a healer. You heal a lot of people. Okay, I also wanted to say you're very protected as well. I feel like you're a very protected person, okay? I feel like everybody around... Oh my god, I said study. I think you'd be studying or something, and study was here, and it was just hidden. That's so crazy. But anyways, you are very protected. I feel like you are kind of at a point in your life where you kind of are making a decision if you want to change your career or not. Because I feel like, again, remember how I brought up questioning if that's something you want to do anymore, if your body wants to keep moving. I feel like that's something you really got to decide. And if it's not, then change it, you're never too young to change what you want to do. I mean, you're never too old or too young. There is never an age limit. It is this is just, your body. Your soul does not have an age. It just is. But I don't know. Anyway, so I feel like you need to know that you are safe and supported while you're making this change in your career. You also have a healer, okay? And I did say, I feel like you are a healer. People come to you for, their problems or what they're having, issues with and such. But, it's you have a way of solving them with your words or just with your presence. And even just merely listening to what they have to say is very healing to them. I do feel like you really want to start sharing your healing abilities with others. Now, I don't necessarily think... I don't know. Okay, I feel like there's some of you that are healers in the sense of, like I said, people come to you, want to talk to you. I also feel like you may actually have a way with you could literally be going to school and learning about being a doctor or a nurse or such, and it's you want to take that into action. You really want to help people out with it. And and they're just saying, I feel like they're trying to say, you're going to do it. You're going to do exactly what you want to do because this is who you are. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So if you are, like I even said, you were reading earlier, that is one of the words that, or one of the ones that came out. So you have read here and reading here. So I like how that came out. But anyway, so I feel like you're reading more. You're researching. You're trying to figure out what you need to in order to make your decisions or in order to make this career happen for you. You have justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Now, it's interesting because when I looked at protected, I first thought like a police officer or like maybe even military. And then you have justice here. But so like it could be literally any of those fields that I had just said. Like I feel like the career that you are in, it brings fairness to all around you. But I also feel like there's like, it's not just fairness. It's actually like you genuinely go out of your way to make sure somebody is protected, or that that somebody feels comfortable enough to say things freely to you. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of people that come towards you actually that are in very unfair situations, but it's like when they come towards you, they get the light, that like the understanding that they need. You make them feel like they are being understood. You also have author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed with the time to write it. Make the time to write it. So I do feel like there's like a story that's building up inside of you. Now, you know what's interesting? I'm getting somebody like writing like I don't know, like vampires and werewolves, like maybe that. But I'm also seeing somebody that's like writing about like their life. It's like just people wouldn't believe you if you're like, this is what happened to my life. So it's like they're like, well, I'm gonna write it down. Maybe they'll believe this. Like, and it's like fucking crazy though. Like I don't know. It's like you don't really think anything's gonna come of it, and that's why you haven't sat there and took the time to do it. But there's a reason why you've been thinking about writing it. That's like a message from like beyond. They're like, you need to write this because like you have a message you need to share. You have a truth that needs to, be shared. You have a story that needs to be let out so that others can read it and so that others can be inspired by you. It's like, I don't know. I also saw a fan thing. So like, I don't know, when I said like others need to see it, it's like you kind of started off this whole franchise, which is interesting because that's actually kind of what happened. I think it was with Twilight. I was reading about how there was this writer who didn't actually want to write any more to the series that they had written. I think they only wrote like one book, and they had like, I don't want to do any more. And they're like, no, you got to keep going. So I don't remember who was it. Like they ended up writing more, but it like became a really big hit. Made this person really rich. It's like unknown wealth and unknown fame will follow this, but it's like you never really wanted or felt comfortable doing it. But like angels are like, yo, you gotta work on this, you gotta do this. So take the time this month to write. You also have oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So I feel like you will be sharing a message with others. I also feel like you could be reading for people, and it's like when you're doing these readings, it's like these like, I feel like some people are actually really astounded with how good you really are. And then like there are things that you see in the cards, and it's, I don't know, like I feel like you kind of keep some things to yourself. And like it's like just because some of the things that you're seeing, you don't understand how it pertains to what's going on, right? But it's like those little things are kind of things that you kind of need to say, because it may not mean anything to you, but it's going to mean something to the person you're reading to. So just keep that in mind. I'm also seeing you may make more than you realize, and also to have patience. Okay. I also wanted to say, when it comes to this wrench, there is something that you really need to fix in your life. And I feel like that is the wanting to feel like you can do things. Like I feel like in a way you've kind of lost your confidence in some things. And I only feel like it's because like you kind of lost your passion for a little bit. And so because of that, you haven't been practicing at it. And it's like you've kind of like, I don't know, you kind of need to fix that. There is also something literally in your life that you need to fix, like something that's in your home or that's a car, or there is something that's there that needs to literally be fixed. You may genuinely need this kind of a wrench to like fix it. You know, I don't remember what these are called. So like, you know, that little thing that's in there. So like, I just feel like there's something that you are genuinely going to need this tool for within this month. And it's just because you need to fix it. It helps you fix something. Okay, so what's next? What to embody, work on. So you got Singer that came out, which is a humpback whale. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. I love how they rhyme. So if you're a singer, I feel like they're asking you to like share your songs with the world. Like I feel like somebody feels like they don't have that great of a voice, or their like music doesn't sound that, you know, they don't think it sounds that good, but in reality it's fucking phenomenal. And it's like you need to stop putting yourself in this little tiny box and break free and realize that you're not the only one in the world, and there will be people that are going to love you. Sure, you're going to have haters, but those haters are going to make you famous. Okay. Your inner navigation always guides you. So I feel like you're really got to pay attention to your intuition this month. There's something about, it's like your intuition is going to give you the answers that you need without you realizing it. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. So there may be somebody that is going to try to stop you in some kind of way towards your goal. Keep in mind, it won't stop you. Try is the key word here. They're going to try, but like they're not going to succeed. You're going to accomplish what it is that you are trying to accomplish this month. You just need to remember that as well. Nothing can keep you from it. Nothing or no one. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So I do feel like you need to align with your purpose more. I feel like you may have strayed from it a little bit, and it's like they're asking you to pay attention to it a little bit more. And like when I say they are asking you, I mean like angels. I feel like they're like all around you. They're like, bitch, pay attention to this. Do this. You know what you're supposed to do. You're just slacking on it because you're doubting yourself too much. And it's like they're like, stand in your power. Take your power back. Know who you are. Okay, so here is from Moonology. You have a new start is coming, bring love into the situation, and meditate and contemplate. And I feel like we've already discussed this new start is coming and bring love into the situation, but I feel like when it's talking about meditate and contemplate, it's actually talking about like, you know, take a look at the things inside of your life and like decide what it is that's going to work for you and things that are going to work against you. The things that are going to work against you, either let go of or solve. Okay, now, the brutally honest cards. Drama coming. Could be a bit argumentative, trigger happy, instigating, just let it go. So, like I said, there is drama that is going to be coming in. It is like somebody's going to try to stop you from reaching your goal. They could be very argumentative. They could try to start an argument with you. Somebody could be very trigger happy. So they could be like, what I mean by this is that they are literally just like a trigger for you, or they know your triggers and they like to press them. You know, it's like they like seeing you on edge. Somebody could be literally instigating with you. They're trying to make you mad. They're trying to make you upset. But I feel like you just need to let it go. In the sense that just let the issues go that they're trying, because you know that they're trying to piss you off. They're trying to hurt you. And I feel like when you know that about something, it's like you're taking your power back from them. So I feel like that is something you really need to work on. Take your power back from this situation or from this person. Don't let them take it from you. You know, letting them be the reason why you feel this way, or saying those words like that is, it's like that's just making you live in a victim mentality. It's just making you see yourself as like things that aren't working for you, you know. And well, actually it'd be like you're like, how do you say that? You see things happening to you, not for you. But I feel like you will have that. Like, I do feel like you let this go. You don't, you know, I feel like you do snip back at this person a little bit if it is a person. But, like, I don't feel like you or would go head into it like you would have before. It's like now you're just letting it go. You're just like, you stand your ground, but then you're like, whatever, and then you walk away. You also have stop being a coward and do the thing you're scared of. It's probably a dream come true, but you're too afraid to go for it. So it's like I did say, you lost your oomph. You kind of lost your passion for a little bit. It's like you became afraid because I feel like what happened was because you were working so hard on it and it was so close, you could almost feel it. It's like you let it go. You let it slip away from you. Like it was so tangible. You could almost feel it, but then you let it, that's what scared you. You were afraid to have your dream happen. And people do get like that. We all get like that a little bit sometimes. We get too afraid once it's so close to us because we don't know what's going to happen. We know we know that's what we want, but then like when it happens, we're like, well, fuck, what am I supposed to do now? Well, you continue going with it. This is what you wanted. Continue with your dreams. Do you have goals after you've accomplished this? Do you have more than one goal after this, including when it comes to this situation? So they're just saying stop being a coward and go for it. As you go for it, this is literally your dreams coming into action. This is what you've been asking for. This is what you've been working for all of this month. So keep going for it and you're gonna get it. Okay, but this is all I have for you, my pile one. This is what is coming for you this month. I hope it was helpful. If it was, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it helped you out. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. Please know I try to do this kind of a reading every month just so you know what's coming towards you, because it's always nice to get a heads up. But yeah, if you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to move on to pile 2 now, so maybe meet again. Bye! Okay, my pile 2. If you chose this, the Spoiled Charm, this is your pile. Okay, now before I get started, I did want to start with the charm. I forgot to do it in the last pile, but I did end up saying the charm later and what it meant. So, in this one, I don't know if you can see this, but this S is in a money shape. Okay, So when I look at this charm, and normally I don't think that, I just think spoiled, but when I was looking at it today, I really noticed it. So I do feel like when it comes to money, you may be a bit spoiled, or it may seem to be you're a bit spoiled. I feel like somebody here might have a slight spending habit. Like they spend a little bit of money on things that they really don't need, but things that they want. It might not be a lot of you, just I feel like for somebody here, that's something that you really need to work on, is the amount of money that you spend. I do feel like this month will be bringing in a lot of money. I don't know why, but I feel like that is something that's very important. Money is going to be coming in this month to you. And it might be like a large sum of money, like within a few days or in a day, or it's like I do feel like I see somebody like going to, for an example, like a fair and making a lot of money, or I see like selling something but doing it in small portions. I don't know, it's just weird. So you could be selling something. Okay, we're going to move on to what is coming in. All right, so, well, fuck. I say this because it says a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath, a blessing for healing of injury or illness. So a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. Okay, this has a few different meanings for me, but for one of them, what I'm getting right now is that somebody is like, that could be where this large lump sum of money comes in. Somebody could actually be like passing over, or like they could have been for a while, and it's like once they do, they leave you this large sum of money that you don't know about. I'm also seeing somebody that's very gifted with speaking with with spirits, and it's like they start making more money on it than they're like used to. I don't know. I see somebody kind of being a little bit overwhelmed with it as well, but then they're trying to stay humbled with it. Like, I know this is what I'm supposed to do, so this is what I'm going to keep doing. I feel for you. Like, my heart goes out to you. I hope that you do what you know is right, and that you remember to stay in the light. Do what you feel is right, stay in the light. That should be a logo. All right. All right. Moving on. A blessing for healing of injury or illness. So here's another thing. This was the other thing that I was getting. Somebody could have been very sick, and it's like you spending time with this person really helped them heal in a way that they weren't expecting. It's like, I don't know, I'm hearing miraculous. So like there is something that's miraculous about your healing abilities as well. I'm also seeing you need to, like, for some of you, not for all of you, some of you might need to actually work on your health a little bit more. You might want to go to the doctor, take a health checkup. But it's just, like, because it's, like, there's something you kind of really need to pay a little more attention to or take care of. You may have been neglecting it, and it's, like, you might need a little help in, like, remembering what it is or finding other ways of making sure that this doesn't happen again. Like, making sure that you're not sick. I'm also seeing a transformation after a sickness. Seeing things in a different light. I also see an ending to a relationship or a cycle with a person. Feeling very at peace with this. You also have a blessing on your love. So I do feel like if you are in a relationship or you're single, I feel like you may find somebody. If you're single, if you're in a current relationship with somebody, I feel like If you haven't said that you love each other yet, I do feel like it's going to be happening very soon. I feel like you already see it in this person's eyes. It's just like those words just haven't come out yet, you know? I'm also kind of seeing, this is just for some of you, if you're with somebody that is in a relationship, yeah, like I feel like, or you're talking with somebody that's in a relationship, I feel like this person might feel like they're like bound to this person, but it's like, I don't know, because I'm seeing snakes, and like in a way it's kind of reminded me that like I feel like they're doing magic on this person, or like trying to hold them back from something. But and that's what I'm saying, it's only for a few of you that I'm actually seeing this for. So all right, well, anyways, so that's what's going to be coming in for you. Love, healing of injury or illness, a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. So can be taken in so many different ways. Like somebody could be like almost on their deathbed and then they're like healed. There's also somebody that could have passed away, and then in passing away they've lost, or they've left you a large sum of money. Okay, so the people you'll be spending time with or working with this month is, the only thing that came out is Taurus, and I have been seeing a lot of earth signs. So Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo are the Taurus signs, so I feel like you'll be spending a lot of time with earth people. I know it's not funny. So, but when it comes to this Taurus, you need to expect powerful change. Emotions are running high, so I feel like you're going to be very emotional, but there's going to be a very powerful change that's happening. You need to believe in the impossible. I feel like you believing in the impossible, you believing in miracles will make this work, will make this miracle happen. And then you also have your dreams need a practical plan. So there is something in your dreams that need a little bit of tweaking, and I feel like it might be talking about money, you know? It could be like you could think something's more expensive than it really is, or something's a lot less expensive than it really is. Okay, so, and I feel like it's like you actually think something's more expensive than it really is. That's really what I'm getting at. What was I going to do next? Yeah, what to concentrate on. I'm going to start with soul truth this time. So we have, what if it isn't true? The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? Today's soul action. It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you, what if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? And see, I do feel like we tell ourselves a lot of lies. We put ourselves in this little box and tell ourselves that we can't do something when we clearly can. We just have told ourselves this for such a long time that we can actually kind of come to believe it. I feel like your guides are actually asking you to break free from this, to see your fucking potential and see what you can really do. Stop holding yourself back and go for it. You know, you have all the tools that you need. You just need to go for it. Just let go of that fear. Fear is temporary. Regret is forever. You do not want to regret not going for your fucking dreams just because you were afraid for a few fucking minutes. Guess what? Again, fear is temporary. It doesn't last. It's something we teach ourselves so that we can be afraid to do things that we could truly do, you know, but we, again, just like have let everything that, you know, soak into us from society and what we learned in our lives and what we see and such. We let that all soak in, and it's like it just puts such a negativity, such a downer on ourselves and our beliefs in ourselves that we don't see the true potential that we have. We've just fit ourselves in that box because everybody else is already in that box. Why not join them, right? How about you be different and jump out of that box? You can most definitely do so. Okay, and then you also have, am I on the right path? Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract with you. or you made a soul contract that you are fulfilling currently in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Today's soul action. Today, search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. Everybody does ask themselves this. Am I on the right path? And all this kind of stuff. And I just wanted to say, because this is so cool how this fucking actually turned out, because I wasn't paying attention when I was doing it. So, as you can see, I am on the right path. This is your question right here that you've been asking yourself. Right. This is how I had done it, and I didn't realize it. And right here is actually an answer. It says yes. Your answer is yes. To whatever you've been asking, earn that. And then earn that yes. Okay, and this is a brutally honest card. So, I feel like you've been asking from the universe, am I on the right path? Am I supposed to be doing this? Like, is this the right thing for me? And it's like you've been getting answers that are like yeses to you, but you're not seeing them. This is your answer right here. Yes, you are on the right path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And there is something that you're supposed to be earning at the same time. I feel like there is something you're supposed to be... Okay, earning or learning is what I'm hearing. Learning. Okay, now these are things that you need to work on when it comes to self-care. We have connect with your womb. Connect with your ancestors. Okay. So if I'm talking to a feminine, don't necessarily have to be a feminine, but I do feel like for the feminines out there, I feel like you need to reconnect with your womb. There is also something in reconnecting with your mother, because I don't know, there's something, maybe some kind of information or some kind of wisdom that they share with you that really helps you, answer some questions for you. I'm also just seeing the comfort that it brings to you is something that you've been really looking for without realizing it. Also, connecting with your ancestors. I feel like there's and that's another thing. I feel like there's somebody in your lineage that you actually either have something a lot in common with. I'm seeing somebody literally being a doppelganger, to be honest with you. You guys literally look just alike. But I'm also seeing similarities in life and how what is happening, so that's really cool. I see somebody learning more about their history, about their family lineage, and I do see spending more time with family. And I was saying feminine energy, so that's so interesting because you have family and you have a mother and a daughter right there, grandmother, granddaughter, however it may resonate for you. But I feel like just spending time and I feel like going back to your roots, finding that love that you have for it, your family is really going to be helpful for you. That's something you're going to be concentrating on, or you really need to concentrate on this month. I feel like you really need to spend time with your mother. I don't know who this is for, but you need to. I don't know. If you're angry with them, let go of that anger. First of all, you never fucking know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. So holding on to anger for any reason towards somebody that you love or that has brought you up is just fucked up. Okay, first of all, they actually sacrificed a huge part of their life to take care of you, okay? Growing up. That is why they were your guardian or your parents, and it may not seem like it to you. Maybe they weren't the best parent or whatever, but it's you need to realize that they didn't have somebody that taught them how to be a parent. There is no manual to being a parent. There is no right or wrong way to raise a child. There is just pretty much winging it and doing what you think is right for your kid, or what you can do. Because I feel like there is something, I feel like maybe somebody's parents were slacking in some kind of way, and it's you've felt that and you've known that for a long time. Okay, well, you now know that's not something you're going to do to your child. You're not going to slack when it comes to if you have children. You're not going to do that anymore. But at the same time, remember, it's, you are not them. They did not know what you know now. They didn't know that because you didn't have that, you were lacking it for so long that's what you're so stuck on now. I don't know who that's for, but anyways, I'm going to move on. Dream journal. So I feel like you really need to keep track of your dreams. I'm also seeing somebody having trouble sleeping. It's they can't tell what's a dream and what is a dream. I don't know. Somebody needs to get some fucking sleep is what's up. Somebody's been up for way too long. They're starting to... I don't know. I feel like somebody's been up for a really long time. They really need to go to sleep. I feel like, yeah. And there's also something in, like, in your sleep, it's like you are getting these messages, and it's like you're afraid to lose these messages, so you might keep a journal next to you. Keep that journal next to you, because you're going to have some messages very soon that you're going to need to look back at. Yeah, so dream journal is important. You may be writing in your dream journal a lot this month. You also have look at the stars. I feel like this is actually just referring to your birth chart. If you want to, I feel like you're going to be looking more into your birth chart for sure. This month, it's like you're seeing how you align up with certain things, certain people, if you even align up with each other. Whoa, never noticed that before. But it's like you also are actually starting to see, like, I don't know, it's like you see things you didn't see before in your birth chart. It's like you took a look at it before because you were curious about it, or you haven't before, but it's like as you look into it or you do research into it, you're like, oh my God, this is why I do that. That's so crazy. Never thought of it like that. Like, I don't know, there's something about learning more about your birth chart that really enlightens you. And also seeing, like, I see somebody also learning and studying more about the stars and how, and like literally how everything works. So somebody's learning more about astrology. You have look for fairies. I also see somebody that's actually just looking for otherworldly ways. I'm also seeing somebody tripping on shrooms, like having a psychedelic grand time, to be honest with you. Like, I see somebody wandering through the woods and enjoying themselves, and they see fairies, you know, because I feel like somebody is tripping on shrooms. But I also feel like there might be, because I am not going to lie, I truly actually do believe fairies are out there. I just I've never met one yet, but I do have protection from fairies, because no offense, but I just feel like if you get on the wrong side, there is no way to get out of it. You know, they're going to pull pranks on you and such. And I also just don't want to get on that wrong side. Now, yeah, it'd be super awesome to see them, but at the same time, like, I can keep my distance. I can believe in something I haven't seen. So, but I do feel like it's like somebody comes across a fairy. Now, this is the other thing, what I meant by if you get on their wrong side, you know, they play pranks on you and such. Now, their pranks are different than our pranks, you know. Sometimes their pranks can be a bit painful, to be honest with you. Or, like, you know, but I feel like there's somebody that don't try to ever catch them on camera or, like, any of those things, like, because the things that'll follow won't be fun, you know. I feel like there's just, that's for somebody out there. Sweet treat. So I do feel like you need to treat yourself to a sweet treat. Now, I feel like you could either be baking something this month, baking a lot of things this month, or there is something that you're going to really enjoy that you bake this month. Ooh, I just got an idea and I can't wait to try it out. You also have make an altar. Now, I could be talking about clean up your altar because maybe you haven't, you know, cleaned it up in a while, or maybe make an altar. Now, here's the thing about an altar. The only thing about it is it's like, okay, so for me, I started one because I don't feel comfortable going into churches and so forth, but I do want somewhere to where I can pray to, where I can concentrate, where I can, like, be grateful for, pass every day, and keep humbled, you know? So, like, I have a little spot for myself, you know? But, like, I feel like that's just all it is. It's just a place where you can concentrate, where you can meditate, where you can, you know, contemplate, where you can talk, you know, freely and not feel so judged. Like, that's pretty much what an altar is. It's also like a dedication to something or someone that you truly believe in. Now, there's all different kinds. Like, there's even an ancestral one. Like, I have personally lost a lot of people, so I have an altar for actually people that I have lost. You know, I've a bunch of pictures, things that, you know, I had once had of theirs, you know, and I, you know, try to honor them in the way that I feel comfortable honoring, you know, them. And I feel like that's something that you might really want to look into. I feel like there's somebody you really want to honor on a daily basis. And that might be a great way for you to do so, is to make an altar. Now, I want to move on to what you will be working on this month. Environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So I feel like you could be, like, teaching somebody, or you're protecting But I do feel like you're teaching about nature or the animals. There's something that you teach people that will really help them understand things in a different light. And also maybe like change things in a way that you hadn't really expected. I'm also seeing a lot of lavender. And like lavender is very calming. So I do feel like you have a very calming effect or a very calming voice as you explain or you teach things to people, and this actually helps you in the long run when it comes to this. That's why it makes you so different in teaching about animals or nature. You also have walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So if there's a situation that you have been like fucking killing yourself over, like pretty much you've been like really stressing over for a while, it's like your guides are asking you to take a step back from it. Just let it go. As soon as you let it go, I feel like it will resolve itself. Like things will become more clear. Things will make a lot more sense to you. Now, I know it's not always easy to let go of a situation, you know, including since, like, this is a Pegasus. Oh, no, it's not a Pegasus. It's a unicorn that's in the background. She's got her own wings because you're an earth angel. That did come out, an earth angel. So I do think that you walking away from this situation, and I feel like you do so with somebody that's very loyal to you, is actually going to help you in the long run. This person is very unique, and you walking away from them makes them, like, submit to this in the long run. Because, like, that's what I'm seeing in the background. See, there's a unicorn. There's you, the earth angel, walking away with somebody that's very loyal to you, that very much cares. You letting it go. You're a little upset about it, but you let it go. It is what it is. And this unicorn, this unique situation, this unique person in the background actually ends up submitting as soon as you turn away from it, as soon as you let it go. You also have body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So, I am seeing somebody I do see somebody getting a tattoo this month. I'm also seeing somebody that could be getting a massage that really helps out, getting some kind of energy healing. I see somebody doing getting an exercise routine going on, but like I do feel like you really are working on your body this month. And you also have builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I do feel like you're going to be building a lot of things this month. And it's interesting because I feel like some of the things that you build are like, it's very creative the way that you go about it, the way that you do it, or like, I don't know. It's like you don't see a lot of these. And it's like, because it is so unique, it's like, it really inspires people, or people want to like buy it from you is what I'm seeing. This could be actually the thing that you make a lot of money on. It's like it's unexpected because it's something so very different. I also feel like you feel very accomplished after you're done building things too. Now, this is what you need to embody, to work on. You have elk nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So I love that. Okay, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. So I feel like the accomplishments that you've made, like I feel like the selling of things and so forth, I feel like that really helps you out. Now I am seeing a lot of masculine energy here. I feel like if you're a masculine and you're looking for love, I feel like you're going to find it, and you may find it in a way that actually is very different than you're expecting. I see like building something. It's like, I don't know, it's like you building something and taking your shirt off, because in both of these pictures it's a male with like that has their shirt off. So I do feel like, I don't know, there's something about this that is really standing out to me. It's like in doing so will actually bring you towards your love. Like, I don't know, like, but it's like working on something, building something, and then like, okay, maybe why it is because, like, that's when you meet this person, is, like, when your shirt is off or something like that. And it's, like, you're not expecting this. You weren't looking for this. It just happened. But you also have celebrate your accomplishments with humility. So I also feel like you need to also remember your accomplishments, the things that you've really accomplished, this money that came in for you, okay? You need to remember humility. Remember that. You are crowned with success. So I do feel like, again, you do have a lot of successes, or a lot of successes coming to you. Powerful forces guide you. So I do feel like, yes, your guides are literally trying to guide you. They're very powerful. They're trying to guide you towards what they feel like is perfect for you, what they think is going to bring towards you, what you need. And then your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. I do feel like you have a way of like you're a problem solver. You have no problem with letting things go. You may also be in a high position of power or whatever. It could be like a job, and I feel like that is the it's like that's where you got the confidence to understand that you can conquer anything, that or like things are limitless. Like I feel like you accomplished what you were setting out to do in a certain area, like of career or whatever, and because you've accomplished that, you have the confidence in yourself to accomplish more of your goals, more of your dreams. Okay, so your brutally honest cards. Whenever you've been asking, your answer is yes. I do feel like there is also a question, because I did tell you about the am I on the right path? It was crazy. That's right next to each other, right above each other. But I also think you have been asking something currently in your life, which is also another yes. The answer is yes. So if there is something you have literally been asking out loud, you're not really sure about, you really need an answer to, the answer is yes. But here's the thing about it, okay? If you had to do something in order to make that yes happen, normally I don't feel like that's a yes. That's trying to it says earn it, but I don't feel like that it's meant to be if you have to like earn it all the time. Like I feel like if it was going to be a yes automatically, you wouldn't have had done anything. It just would have happened for you. You also have don't limit yourself. Stop talking down to yourself. Talk yourself up instead. Be kind to yourself. So I feel like okay, first of all, you're a bit selfish at the moment. You're in a very selfish stage, which is fine. Everybody goes through it. But I feel like you are limiting yourself because of this. Like, let me explain. So, like, this selfish mode that you're in, it's like you're thinking of only what works for you, only what happens for you. It has to benefit you. Like, there is no other way around it. It has to be for you, okay? That could be why I said that thing earlier. And it's like, stop talking down to yourself. Stop telling yourself that this is what you deserve, that this is what is right for you, like take that confidence that you have about like this goal that you've accomplished, take that with you and bring that into like perspective for yourself. Hey, I accomplished this, so I know that I am worth this, that I do deserve this, that I can have this, that I am absolutely worth this. And also stop talking down to yourself, like stop limiting yourself, like stop telling yourself like, oh, I'm not very good at this, or, things like that. Because it's like when you're doing that, then that like puts that on yourself. Like, because I said I can't do this, that means I can't do it. So that why even bother with it? It's like, why don't you fucking try? Why don't you stop telling yourself you can't do it? Why don't you tell yourself, oh, I got this in the fucking hat, man, I got this. Like, stop talking down to yourself. Be kind to yourself. I think you also need to look at yourself in a different way as well. Like, ask your friends what they like about you. Like, what is it that makes your friendship so strong? What is it that they found very unique about you? I feel like you might want to actually ask some people around you what it is that they like find inspiring about you. I feel like this is actually going to really help you talk yourself up instead of talking yourself down so much. But this is all I have for you. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know in the comments below how it resonated with you, or let me know in the or hit that like button. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you're interested in personal reading, you can find that info in the description box below. If you have any requests for readings, for a pick a card, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to get to them. But otherwise, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to move on to my pile 3, and maybe meet again. Bye! Okay, my pile of 3. If you chose this kiss pile, this is your pile. All right. So just so you know, I'm actually. So when I first picked this out, I thought maybe somebody was going to be kissing you, you know, somebody that you hold in your heart. But I'm actually not really getting that from all of this. It's more or less like somebody's trying to stop somebody from kissing you, or somebody wants to. I don't know. It's like so weird. It's like there's somebody within your heart that you truly desire, that you truly want to kiss you. It's like you see this person in your dreams, but I don't think you feel like you're worthy of this person. Okay, so the, what was it? Yeah, it was the who will you spending working time with, or spending time with or working with. You have Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, or Virgo. When it comes to the Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. When it comes to an Aries, it's time to take action. Luck is on your side when it comes to a Sagittarius. Personal issues reach resolution when it comes to a Virgo. A Cancer, maybe even a Virgo, actually. And a time to give rather than take when it comes to a Virgo. Alright, so the blessings that are coming in for you. Now, this is why I think I was getting such weird vibes. It's because there is a battle that cannot be avoided. That is something that's coming in for you. So this could be an argument. This could literally be like a fight, or like a, literally a fist fight, or it could be a, I'm also hearing a spiritual fight, but it's like there is a battle that you're about to go through that you can't avoid anymore. You just got to go through with it and do it. I'm also seeing it could be referring also to a partnership, you know, like you had to say some kind of truth to a person that you may not have wanted to talk to before. And it's like, it's because it will be a very argumentative, like, fight. Like, it's going to be an argument with this person. It's going to be like throwing words at each other, but also it's like saying each other's truths at the same time. It's like so needed, actually, but it's like also a protection, or a blessing of protection. And I'm also seeing 23, which breaks down to 5, which I do feel like this is a change that you really need in your life. And I do like how protection came out, because you also have protect yourself is one of the brutal cards that came out. So this is the protection card. And there's also you need to protect yourself. Because, like, I do feel like there is also somebody that wants to fight with you, because there is somebody that is praying for your downfall. Somebody that doesn't want you to be where you're at, or where you're headed. You know, it's like somebody doesn't want you to do well for yourself, you know, so they're praying for your downfall. Prove those assholes wrong by standing your ground. You also have, again, there's another one, watch your back. Someone is bad news. They want to harm you. Get help or protect yourself. So I do feel like, again, there is somebody that is trying to, it's like they're trying to get you, or they're trying to make sure you don't get what the things that you're supposed to be getting that are headed towards you. They don't think that you deserve this. And I feel like because they are saying this so much, you know, that like you're starting to believe it about yourself, which is not cool. Don't believe what others have to say about yourself, okay? Only you know what is right to you. You know, they don't know you. They don't wake up with the same issues or the same things that you've gone through. They don't even know the things that you've gone through, the things that you have learned from. Okay, so these are the things that you need to concentrate on. I'm going to start with self-care before I get into soul truth. So I do feel like if you're tired, if you've been resting a lot, I do feel like you're going to be needing to rest a lot this month. I think it's because, honestly, you're going to be getting a lot of downloads. You're going to be learning a lot of things. I also feel like you're very tired because you've been working really hard towards something, you know, and this thing you absolutely fucking deserve, you know, don't forget that. But I feel like you need a little more rest because of that. You know, there is a lot of that. I'm also seeing, like, because I see a bat here. So I do feel like somebody is trying to put bad magic on you. They're trying to put you into a lazy state. Don't let them. You have sync with the moon, so I do feel like there's going to be a lot of phases that you're going to be going through this month that is going to really help you. I also feel like it's like very transformative for you as well. I do feel like there is something about I don't know, it's like staring at the moon or going something with the moon. So you could be doing a spell that actually has to do with the phase of the moon. And you have massage, so I do feel like you could be getting a massage at some points this month, or you really do need to get one. I feel like there are certain parts of your body that really need the help, and it's like you start to feel the pain, and you know these are the places that you really need to concentrate on. I see somebody's hands like hurting, their feet hurting, their back. I even see really bad headaches, like stress headaches about like certain situations that maybe you can't control or you feel like you have no control over. We have health checkups. So it's so interesting that massage was on health checkups. So maybe you actually end up like, because you didn't get to it fast enough, you didn't get massaged out fast enough. It's like you ended up needing a health checkup, and it's like at this health checkup they're like, well, this is what's wrong. And like there's something about this doctor that's very unique, you know. I feel like this is the kind of doctor that actually wants to help people out, that actually cares about like, you know, where you're at or what you need in your life, like the, you know, your benefits. In 1 second. But this doctor is going to be very helpful to you. You also have ground yourself. I feel like you need to find some kind of balance into grounding yourself. I also see somebody like healing as they ground themselves, like they take a deeper look into things that had bothered them before, the toxicities that have been in their life that they didn't see before. I also feel like it's like because you're doing this, like the chakra healing, it's like you've had a lot more luck than usual. And you also have beauty rituals. So I see somebody like painting their nails and just liking how they're coming out, just playing around, feeling good about themselves, wearing what they like to wear. I even see somebody playing with flowers, you know, but it's like there's just, you need to take some time out, remember how beautiful you are, do things that make you feel good about you, you know, that you like to see, and like remember that you are who you are. Like, I don't know, I see somebody really painting their nails though, so I do feel like you're going to be painting your nails at some time this month. Here's some soul truth, you know, things that you should concentrate on. To whom am I comparing myself right now? What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. Today's soul action. Today, stop comparing and start creating. So I do feel like I feel like you're comparing yourself to maybe a certain person, like maybe it's like, if it's like in a field of a career, it's like you're constantly comparing yourself to this person, to where they were at maybe a certain age or just a certain point in their life. And it's like, you're like, well, I'm not there yet. So, you know, it's like maybe you're like, well, what the fuck's wrong with me? You know, and you gotta stop doing that, okay? Everybody is on a different timeline, different time thing, you know, and it's like you got to remember that. And also stop comparing yourself to that person in the first place, you know? Like, there's a reason why you're like thinking about that. Well, you know, there are other things that you have accomplished by that time that that person didn't accomplish, you know, like you got to keep that in mind as well. Excuse me. Just because this person was conquering something at that point in their life, and, you know, it's like they are like, it's like they're at the top now, right? And it's like you're still like in the midway point, and you're like, I'm the same age as them, why am I still at this point, you know, and I'm not up there where they're at. And it's like because you had all of this stuff that was back here that you were working on, that you were healing, you know, and that's why you're only at this point right now, is because you were doing your own emotional healing and stuff like that, you know. And that person didn't do all of that, or maybe they had already done that in a, you know, like earlier in a different part of their life, you know, and they're like at this point. But I also feel like this person that's at this point could also be in a point where they don't know what anything else that they want. They don't know what to dream for after their dreams have already been accomplished. And I also feel like whatever it is that you are really like about this person, is it also within yourself? I feel like, you know, that's something else you need to realize, that like, you know, they got to this point, but you can get to that point too. You know, you have that within yourself as well. And then you have, do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. I feel like you need to keep in mind that you are worthy, and you need to look at really deep within yourself to see if you feel like you are worthy or not. And if you feel like you're not worthy, why do you feel that way in the first place? Is it the way that you talk to yourself? Is it the way that other people have talked to you? You know, like really take that within yourself and change it, because you are worthy of it. You absolutely deserve this. You know, you wouldn't dream this up if it wasn't worth your time, if it wasn't worth you. Where can I ask for more help in my life? Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Today's soul action. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. Today's mantra. I ask for what I want and I am open to receiving it. So I feel like you really need to... I think you're having a hard time asking for help in your life when it comes to certain things, and you need to stop being afraid to ask for that help, because there is something that somebody can bring to the table that could really help you out in the long run. And it's interesting because I kind of feel like you helped somebody out in like a similar way, and now that you need help, you're too afraid to ask for that help. And it's just crazy because we're all human. We all need help at some point in our life, you know, and you know people that can help you out with these situations. You just can't be afraid to ask them for that help. Don't let pride get in the way of something, you know, don't let pride get in the way of your healing process. That ain't helpful. All right, now we have, what was it? Yeah. So this is your divine purpose, like, or what you're working on this month. Not technically your divine purpose, that's the name of the cards. You need to practice leadership, or I feel like you need to practice leadership. There's something you need to practice. You need to polish your skills by practicing it regularly. I assume it's leadership, though, because it says take charge of the situation, but it could also be that you need to take charge of a certain situation already. You need to get into it. You need to get things done. I'm also seeing you need to practice leadership. You need to go for what it is that you want. If you want a higher position at work, go for it. You know, don't let things hold you back. You know, you got to believe that you are worth it. And because you will believe you're worth it, then you will have it. You will make it your own. But I do feel like you need to practice as well. You need to speak up. You need to say something if you want it. Yeah, and I also feel like that works also for if there is something that you really want that you're afraid to go for, you need to just go for it. Like, I don't know, there's some kind of action you need to take and that you're too afraid to take. You also have travel. Your life purpose involves traveling, so I do feel like you're going to be doing some traveling this month. Now, you could be traveling to, like, I don't know, like a home, or you could be, like, moving, or you could be traveling to a friend's house, or, like, I don't know. I just see some kind of traveling. You're not there on the, like, traveling part for a long time, but it's like you get to that place and you might be there for a little bit longer than normal or something. You also have heart's desires and support. Your life purpose fully supports you. So I do feel like you are very supported this month. I feel like a lot of people will be very supportive of you. I also feel like you're going to be leaning on your faith a little bit more this month than you're used to. And heart's desires, the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So I do feel like your dreams are becoming a reality. That's why you have so much hate on your back, is because this right here is supposed to be like it's like pretty much, it's like the devil card, okay? It's like that temptation, that thing is supposed to block you, to try to block you. Anyways, try being the key word. They're going to try to block you from what it is that you truly want. But you're very protected. You are absolutely protected. You've had so many cards that stay protected, and like you're supported that you can do what it is that your heart truly desires. You just have to believe it about yourself. You just have to believe it yourself. That is literally what the cards are saying. You got to believe yourself that you can do what it is that you feel is right. Okay, and then we have what to embody. Because I already read your your freaking advice, the brutal advice, which is some jerk is like, wishing for your downfall, don't want you to have all these great things happening for you, doesn't want the great things that are going to happen for you. So don't let them bother you. Just like push them out of your way. Like, don't like literally push them out of your way. I mean, maybe they're literally standing in your way, but I mean, I don't necessarily think so either. But you just gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust to have faith. You also have, this is your, what you need to embody for this month. You have lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. You are a survivor. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. You're going into a new phase of your life where you have to change things up. That's pretty much what it's saying. You need to adapt to it. No matter where you're at or what you do, I feel like you adapt very easily. You could have Aquarius in your chart somewhere, but I feel like you adapt to certain situations because you have to. There's like no other way of going about it because you're a survivor. You have to survive. Whatever the situation is, you survive. You always survive. But I do feel like you do have to put on like this. It's like I also see like this new deck I got. I'm seeing it in my head, and they're talking about how you're putting on a new hat because you're putting on a new part of your life. You have to start a different role. You're stepping into a new role in your life, and because you're stepping into this new role, you have to let go of old things about you or about your life that no longer serve you, and you're like putting on this new skin, this new cloak that does like it benefits you more for this life that you have and that you're going into. And you're a master at this. You are a master at surviving. You've survived so much shit, dude. So why not continue, right? All right. But you do have to believe, that you are supported, that whatever it is that your heart truly desires, you're going to get it. You just have to believe it. You have to know that you're protected. You have to protect yourself, including against this person that wishes your downfall. I also think you need to see, if you don't know who this person is, you need to look at it a little more clearly to see who this person is. And my throat is starting to hurt, so they're like trying to stop my throat. True thing, cool. You need to like say something to this person or let this person like go. You need to let them go. It's like, watch your back. Someone is bad news. They want to harm you. Get help or protect yourself. So like, I really feel like you need to protect yourself. You are protected. You have a blessing of protection, but I feel like you do need to protect yourself from this person, or you need to get help from somebody that could actually, I feel like it says get help from something, because you do have two cards that say that. Like, where was that other one? Yeah, where can I ask for help in my life and, get help if you need the help, So I do feel like if there is somebody that that could really help you out, ask them for the help. There is somebody that wishes you down, and we don't want that, so like ask. The worst they can do is say no, and if they're an earth angel, which it seems like they could be, like, they're not going to. So yeah. Anyways, this is all I had for you. I hope it was hopeful, my pile 3. Actually, yours was the quickest, easiest one to do, so awesome. But if this resonated with you at all, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. If you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comments below. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If I don't know, remember the rest. I'm going to go now. I hope you have a great day, and I hope we meet again.